Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel, and it is time for your favorite series, This or That. Oh yes, you guys love when I do these in-depth comparison reviews between two super similar skincare products, ultimately deciding which one would be the best choice for you. And I have known that I wanted to do this episode for a while. I needed to do a special dedicated episode to Propolis. Yes, one of my favorite skincare ingredients, especially with the fall and upcoming winter season. I absolutely love it. It's got so many different benefits for the skin. So today I've got two separate serum battles for you, one between really moisturizing and balancing propolis serums. Then we're going to skip over to a serum battle of propolis products that are really good for acne prone skin. And finally, we're going to do a sleeping mask showdown. So if you guys are so ready to dive into the video, give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. Propolis has been used for centuries, especially for its wound healing ability. It really can help the skin to regenerate itself. That makes it an especially good choice for those with acne-prone skin and anti-aging concerns. Propolis is rich in flavonoids. It's got a lot of phenolic compounds. It's an antioxidant. It's got a lot of anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antifungal benefits for the skin. You can see why it's so good for acne-prone skin, right? It also acts as a humectant and a moisturizer, meaning that it brings a little bit of hydration into the skin and some moisturization. Now, propolis can really be formulated in all different types of weights and textures, so don't be too scared off by its moisturizing ability. I think that a lot of people have in their minds that propolis is like a thick or sticky kind of texture, and that's just not really the case. It can come in a variety of different textures that suit lots of different skin types. So let's start off with Serum Battle number 1, and these are going to be the moisturizing, calming, and minimal propolis serums. This is Skinfood Royal Honey Propolis Enriched Essence versus the Cosrx Propolis Light Ampoule. So let's talk ingredients. First up, the Skinfood. We've got 63% of propolis extract plus 10% of honey extract and 10% of royal jelly. Really would call this like the trifecta of like honey type ingredients, right? This is really cluing us in on the fact that this serum's got a lot of honeybee benefits, lots of anti-inflammatory and moisturizing benefits. Now, Cosrx uses 83% of propolis extract, and in both serums, you will find propolis as the #1 listed ingredient. But I guess I would say there's about two main differences between the formulations besides the royal jelly and the honey in the Skinfood. So Skinfood actually features two fermented ingredients. We've got lactobacillus and Saccharomyces ferment, and Cosrx kind of ups the ante when it comes to the soothing and hydrating ingredients with the addition of betaine and panthenol. Now let's talk about the textures of both serums, and this is actually what inspired me to do this comparison review because I find the textures of these to be pretty similar. They are both medium weight propolis products that do bring a nice moisturization to the skin, but there are some differences here. Now the Cosrx serum is actually a little bit more like a medium weight gel texture. I do find the name of this to be slightly misleading. You know, it says light ampoule, and I would really call this more like medium ampoule. It's not heavy, but I think light might be pushing it. You can feel that this has, you know, non-greasy moisture. It just really balances your skin, but it doesn't bring a ton of richness into the skin. It absorbs really nicely, but I would say if I had to get super duper picky, there's just the whisper, just a little touch of tack to the top of this one when it dries down. This is the type of thing that once you put your next layer, if you put your moisturizer on top of your serum, there will be no more sticky tackiness or anything like that. I'm being super duper picky. Hey, it's a comparison review, right? But I just kind of want to put that out there. That is a difference because the Skinfood doesn't really have that. Now the texture of the Skinfood, it's a little bit more runny. It's a little bit more classically serum-like, if you will. And when you run this between your fingers, you can tell that this has been bulked out with honey and royal jelly. It's got a little bit more moisture to it than the Cosrx. You can feel a silky richness to it. Great absorbency and no stickiness, no tackiness, not even like a little hint of it. I think that they have really formulated this one to have a really appealing feel on the skin. I've used both products for a long time and I happen to think both are excellent. You know, I'm onto my second bottle of both of these and I really do like them. I've set myself up for a very difficult this or that decision. So with Cosrx, you know, it is a nice moisturizing gel type of texture, but I really think that it's got great skin soothing and anti-acne benefits to this one. You know, when I use this one, I do feel like it calms my skin down. It brings that moisturization to my skin, but it also has the additional benefit of reducing redness, reducing inflammation, and kind of helping to speed the pimples up, really kind of helping to get them onto the healing process. So I think that's really where Cosrx shines for me and is the reason why I reach for that particular serum when I really want moisturizing serum, but anti-acne benefits as well. Now Skinfood, on the other hand, I actually find it to be more moisturizing than the Cosrx serum, especially with the addition of the honey and the royal jelly. You know, it does have that rich, silky feel, and that's why I reach for it when I'm feeling really dry and irritated, dehydrated skin. I want that comforting serum for, you know, dry concerns. That's where Skinfood really shines for me. It's really the one I reach for a lot in the winter time when the temperatures get icy and my skin starts to dry out. Skinfood is a really reliable serum that's not greasy, you know, that's not super thick on the skin, but it brings the comfort and it brings the moisture. I think especially the key here is the addition of the honey and the royal jelly. It really does kind of help to boost the overall moisturization of the formula. So this or that, definitely, you know, these are both excellent products, but hopefully that kind of helped you decide which one might be better for you. So speaking of propolis as a great anti-acne ingredient, battle number 2 between serums is going to be the by Wishtrend Polyphenols in Propolis 15% Ampoule versus Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum. Both claim 2-star ingredients, so it's not just propolis alone in these products. They are claiming a co-star, if you will, a secret additional ingredient that really helps make these formulations shine. And I do think that, like, sort of spoiler alert, these additional star ingredients are really going to be the decision between this or that. So let's dive in. So let's talk about the Beauty of Joseon serum first. This uses 59% of propolis extract plus co-star here 2% of niacinamide. Now this is exciting. 2% may not sound like a lot, but 2% actually happens to be the very effective amount to bring out niacinamide's brightening benefit. So it's a very effective percentage. We also have some other really great anti-acne ingredients in here, like tumanu oil. We also have centella, tea tree extract. Then there's turmeric. Turmeric happens to be a great anti-inflammation ingredient. But what's really telling about this entire formulation is the inclusion of a little bit of beta-tin salicylate. Now this is a BHA, so this is very similar to salicylic acid, but it happens to be a lot more gentle on the skin. Now there's not a lot in this formulation, there's just a little bit. So it's just bringing a tiny bit of kind of pore cleaning abilities. BHAs kind of go inside of the pore lining and help to unclog it. So that's what you can kind of expect from this serum. This is not an exfoliating serum. It is not an aggressive serum, but it just has that little extra something from the betaine salicylate that will really help acne prone skin. Now let's talk about the by Wishtrend. So we've got 15% of propolis extract and 59% of H. cordata extract. This actually could be the star. It might be reversed. H. cordata might be the star and propolis might be the co-star. I'm not really sure, but They're a very effective combination together. H. cordata is an ingredient that I rave a lot about, particularly because of this product. It's got great anti-inflammation benefits. It's antibacterial. It's very soothing to the skin without being stripping or astringent. And actually it tends to bring some hydration into the skin. So it's a really great choice for sensitive and acne prone skin. And there really is something magical about them coming together. As far as other ingredients in the formulation, there's some good stuff in here as well, including witch hazel. We also have turmeric extract in this one as well, and we have zinc PCA. Now, zinc is well known for being a great ingredient to help combat acne on the skin, but zinc PCA is interesting in the fact that it's actually considered to be a natural moisturizing factor. So again, another great acne fighter that is gentle on the skin, soothing and bringing hydration, not stripping the skin of moisture. Now, it's great to do a comparison of the textures of these two products because they couldn't be any different. They are wildly different from each other, and I find that really fun. So the by Wishtrend Ampoule is much lighter. It's a lot more of a hydrating and lightly balancing serum than it is a full-on moisturizing serum. Like the first two products that we talked about in this video, this is so much more on the lighter side. So those of you who are interested in Propolis products but maybe aren't interested in like the heavy gel type textures or, you know, a lot of moisturization, this could be the one for you because it just brings it in a much lighter package, easily absorbed, and absolutely no stickiness or no tackiness at the top of the skin. Really pleasing finish on this one. Now, the beauty of Joseon, on the other hand, is a more moisturizing, thicker gel type of textured serum. I would really classify this to be more medium weight, gel type texture with moisturization that's not greasy. This is not an oily feel on the skin, but it does have a nice moisturization to it without being sticky or tacky at the top. Very, very good absorbency on this one. So both have really pleasing textures, but the weight and the feel are just a little bit different. Now, before we go into the this or that, I really just want to clarify that both of these on some really key points perform neck and neck, like basically the same. Both are incredibly reliable for breakouts. Without fail, whenever I put these into my routine for acne purposes, within just a few days, my skin is clearer and calmer. So they're very reliable, and both have really good abilities to reduce redness on the skin, especially in association with the pimples. Really helps to relieve inflammation, calm the redness down, and both work beautifully on my sensitive skin. So let's get into the differences, and that's where the this or that is going to come in. Because if you remember, the Beauty of Joseon serum contains 2% of niacinamide, and it also has tamanu oil. Both are incredibly effective at brightening up the skin and bringing their own anti-acne benefits as well. And so this is a serum that is really good if you not only get pimples, but you get dark marks after your pimples. It's fighting your active acne on your face, and it's helping to repair the damage left behind, the hyperpigmentation, and it really does brighten up your face really beautifully. The propolis, the niacinamide, the tamanu oil, these are very effective brighteners, and having all three of them make this a really, I mean, the name of the serum is very apt. It's called the Glow Serum, and it delivers on that claim really beautifully. So I'm really going to recommend this one if you have the same kind of cycle of problems. A pimple, a dark mark, a pimple, a dark mark, a pimple. Get this one. You're going to love it because, like I said, it's a 2-for-1 with that little bit more moisturizing, thicker gel texture. Now, the by Wishtrend serum, you know, this is really a reliable serum that I use pretty much year round, and it really comes down to the texture of this serum, and I think that's where this really shines, because I can see this working for a variety of different skin types, where with the Beauty of Joseon I really can't, because it is a thicker moisturizing gel type of texture, and I can imagine quite a few different people that wouldn't like that or appreciate that in their skincare routine. Where the Wishtrend, I can see it working for oily skin, I can see it working for dry skin, I can see it working in a 3-step routine or a 10-step routine. That to me is how pleasing the texture of this serum and how easy to work with it is. Now, if you were to compare those ingredients side by side, you can tell Beauty of Joseon, it's going to brighten up your skin. There's really effective brightening ingredients in there. By Wishtrend, doesn't have those recognizable brightening ingredients, but it's got a whole host of amazing anti-inflammation ingredients. So this might even be the better choice for those who just are always going through the cycle of acne, because it really is going to calm the inflammation down on your skin in a really pleasing texture. So definitely really effective serums with really different textures and slightly different benefits beyond just helping you with your acne. And our third battle is between two sleeping packs that claim propolis as the star ingredient. This is the Iunik Vitamin Sleeping Mask versus Cosrx Ultimate Moisturizing Honey Overnight Mask. So let's talk ingredients. We're going to start with Cosrx, and we're going to have to start with some debunking. Oh yeah, I was about to say, the name of this is misleading, and I realized I just said that about the other Cosrx product in this video, the Cosrx Light, not light Ampoule. Well, we have the Cosrx Honey No Honey Mask. That's right, there is absolutely no honey anywhere in the ingredients list. What? We have 87% of propolis in this mask, but you know what? I'm not even crying about the lack of honey in this mask, because we know that propolis is fantastic. I don't need honey. I will take propolis. Don't mislead me, but I'll take the propolis. So let's talk about the Iunik mask. We have 16% of propolis extract, which does not sound like a lot compared to Cosrx's 87%, right? But one thing that I don't talk about as much as I should, but we always have to remember, much like the Wishtrend ampoule that we just talked about, it's not just about one ingredient. Iunik is harnessing this 16% of propolis along with other co-stars to bring an overall formulation, right? This is not just about one ingredient being present. We tend to focus on just one ingredient. We also tend to focus in on higher percentages, and I'm guilty of this. Trust me, I am. But we always have to remember that it's about the overall product and how it functions on the skin with everything coming together. So 16% of propolis extract. What else do we got here? We've got 8% of sea buckthorn extract, and this is actually the ingredient that's responsible for the word vitamin in a lot of K-beauty products. This is called the Propolis Vitamin Mask. That's sea buckthorn extract, and it actually contains a high amount of natural vitamin C. So it does bring a really beautiful sort of like brightening up effect to the skin. We also have niacinamide and licorice root extract. So you can see we've got a lot of really effective brightening ingredients in addition to the propolis extract. That kind of clues us in that this is a mask that's really aiming to brighten up your skin. All right, let's talk textures, and they're very different from each other. The Cosrx comes out like a medium weight, real jelly gel type texture. It's a very humectant type of feel on the skin. It spreads beautifully, absorbs really well, and although it does look a little bit thicker, it actually does spread and absorb into the skin in a really lightweight layer. And you can feel it's very humectant. You can feel it's bringing a lot of cooling hydration to the skin, but it does still have a good amount of occlusivity. So you're not left with like a sticky layer on your skin that's slow to absorb, which means your hair is not sticking to your face and your face is not sticking to your pillow. Whether you use this in place of your moisturizer or on top of your moisturizer, I do find that this performs really nicely as that final layer without any stickiness at the top. Now the Iunik mask, on the other hand, the texture is very different than Cosrx. This is definitely much more occlusive, much more protective on the skin. Really no hydration here, but non-greasy, non-oily moisture. And in fact, as you run this across your skin, it spreads into a very thin layer. You would expect this to be a lot more medium weight. This actually feels very light on the skin, bringing moisture, but it absorbs really quickly. So you're not left with like a sticky or wet face. It absorbs so quickly. You can put this on top of your moisturizer and not have like your hair stuck to your face kind of deal. I absolutely hate that. This doesn't have that. But when it does absorb into your skin, it creates this beautiful occlusive and protective barrier on your skin. So amazing at fighting transepidermal water loss. So good for dehydrated skin. It really locks your skincare into your skin, and yet it's still very breathable. You don't feel sealed off. You just feel really protected. Let's get into the this or that, and I really think we need to examine propolis, because when it comes to propolis, I think, I certainly do, and I think a lot of you guys out there watching expect propolis to bring that healthy glow to your skin. It's one of the best known benefits of propolis, and it's the one that I think a lot of us seek out. We want our skin to look better, not just feel better, but look better. And I have to break it to you, the Cosrx doesn't really deliver on that. Not really. Maybe in a subtle way, but yeah. Even with a high amount of propolis, like 87%, this just does not seem to bring the glow. That being said, I love this mask. I've used it for so many years. It is definitely a longtime favorite of mine for a lot of reasons. I love how it plumps my skin. That humectant gel texture feels amazing. It plumps my skin up with hydration. It's got enough occlusivity to fight my dehydration, which is essential for me in sleeping masks. It's got a really pleasing texture that absorbs into my skin so quickly. It works really well with any skincare that I've put on right before it. It just always performs so nicely. It's super affordable. You know, it is really, really a solid product. One of my favorites. However, this is a this or that battle, and Iunik is really, really strong contender. It definitely has a pleasing texture. While it's very different than the Cosrx, it still absorbs in the skin really beautifully. It's a light layer that doesn't oppress the skin, but still fights dehydration, and it brings some moisture into my skin, which I absolutely love. But Iunik brings that one extra additional benefit to the table that we can't ignore. This mask will brighten up your skin. Oh yeah, I was really surprised. I did not expect much from this product, especially with just 16% propolis, right? Don't underestimate those other ingredients in there, right? It's not just one ingredient alone. When I use this mask, I see it visibly. There's no denying it. You get that glowy look. Is it gonna fix hyperpigmentation? No, that probably not. Probably not, right? There's a lot of other great skincare products out there for those specific concerns. But if you're looking for that healthy, glowy, lit from within, healthier looking skin, use the Iunik. You are probably going to see it the very next day. You're going to be very happy. And so when we're looking at two super solid products, but one just brings that one more additional visible benefit on the skin, yeah, this or that, Iunik wins this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope I inspired you guys to find some new propolis products that are great for you. As always, I want to know what you want to see on the next this or that comparison video, so let me know in the comment box below all your requests. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, but you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing to my channel before you leave. I release 2 new skincare focused videos every single week. Turn on notifications so you're never out of the loop when the new video premieres. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. As always, I hope you are healthy, happy, and safe, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Bye.